Z from MarketWizards.com and eminywizard.com. It is the 25th of January 2019. IB has just ended. And reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. And I had suggested that the next target could be T1 at 68.75. 69 target. Make sure you are paid. These are tough days when we get stolen range. So depending on when you get up in the morning and when you trade, stolen range, I'm going to say, is this range from that overnight close to the RTH low? Because so far we have not been allowed to come back and participate in that range. And if this holds for the high for today, and that's a big if, but if it does, then that's all we've been able to participate in out of this big range. And that's why I call it stolen range. Because we've not, while we were sleeping, not been allowed to participate back here. Anybody that's playing the upside, reminder, you're getting to the territory where you can be risking to give back more than you've made in a half an hour. Profits get taken. For now, all we know is a squeeze type trade. And this should be our next resistance zone at that target, 68.75 to 69, and using 72 not ruled out, but resistance. Anybody wants to short. And that's why it stops up. And we said we want to use RTH range right now. And this is our support way back here. It's at half gap support today, the breakout area. Reminder, you get 2 or 3 points going backwards against the push, you've done well. Market would love to get into the 70s today, and we're pretty darn close already. We got a lot of time left in the day. So these type trades start to reflect risk and reward more than anything. And we've been looking at the 3-minute chart, and the target's been hit. And back in the room, 7:30 or so in the morning, I already described where I thought we were going. All right, 7:37 this morning. Boys are trying to get to 72 if they can. And they could even do more. They can do higher. And they do it through overnight leverage. I call that Panama Canal trade. They float it up and then squeeze higher. Takes your breath away, really, when you start to understand how they operate. Overnight high. Key area now. Above 62, market still squeezing. And risk and reward coming in. And we've advised playing with the trend up for now. Said perhaps at lunchtime the shorts will get a better trade, but usually the morning is for trying to squeeze up as high as you can, and shorts that were going the wrong way, just keep making them pay out. This is a true whack-a-mole idea. Oh no, that's it. Oh no, that's it. Oh no, that's it. And just keep squeezing. Always have an agenda. I believe we will see that 72 target. Told you that earlier. I believe we'll see 64. Then I say we're going to get that 68 to 69, and don't rule out 72. Go any high they want in the squeeze today. So the question is, do you fight it? If you're a newbie and you're not trading, you should be learning, and you should be trying to understand the ideas that I posted. Go back and look at another chart. I said, you fight this, you're gonna have some problems today. And this is the chart that we have been looking at. You can see this target right here, this 69.5 to 70. There's a breakout trade and a squeeze trade all rolled into one. And risk and reward should start to come in. Doesn't mean you get away with a big short, but it sure means you should tighten up your stops. T2 today is going to be in that 75 area. So risk reward ideas start to come in now. Great trade. If you took this, congrats. if you thought like a bot, buy high, sell higher. Very hard for humans. But the technique works in real estate, and it certainly works in trading. Stone range day, very powerful day. I'm looking back at NQ. NQ has been rocking and rolling. Apple's been pushing up. What's not to like? It's all good. Technically, these are double top type tests, so be aware of that, right? And the reason why, we'll take a look at another chart. Okay, so here's a chart that shows a bigger look, monthly look. And we can see where that 17 held. Remember, we talked about that 17 down here and then the 12 a little bit under. I said, okay, we're going back to 17 support. And this was just a little, what they call an undercut low. Okay, here's your undercut low. Right here. It goes under this, but then it reacquires it. And then I said, okay, as long as we're above that, we're bouncing. Then we get trapped in this next range, right to that 47. 48. Remember, we got above it and then we came back, and but we've been chopping, and then overnight the boys hold that 47, and I said, okay, we're using 48. Well, first I said 45s and 42s overnight because I understood you can undercut that just a hair, but that's the zone that needed to hold. And then once we got up above that this morning, okay, we're using that 48 again as our support. Because now we're in this box. So basis that idea in actual range, not a theoretical, but an actual range, okay, this is what we want to use. The goal of the boys is get up here and test a double top. So that chart, very helpful, as is our predictive model. And this 45, 47 area held. Okay, up. And I said 55 support this morning. Remember when we had that little pullback? I said 55 support. So this idea right here, that 56 and a quarter flipper. So now we needed to test and get this 66, which I said was the next target. And then that 68, 69 and a half, and now that 72. And whatever it can get. Squeeze type trade. So this is the idea of letting a runner, a trailer work to get your targets instead of cutting your profits short. And hit and run day if you're shorting, but if you're going with the trend, you're just riding the trend. And we did have one trader that we learned with who would have 50 points by the end of the day, or claimed it. Short. Zeke and I kept saying, why don't you just ride the trailer up? That seemed to be a trend day. That was easier. That's when Zeke and I decided it was better to come do our own thing. Now, if I told you this target up here right now, you'd say, yeah, anybody can do that. But when I tell you it way back here in the morning, it's easier to believe that maybe we've learned a few things over the years. I hope that helps. I got some of this on video for you to review at your leisure, especially those that aren't here because they're working or whatever. This is a 2-day chart that we've been looking at from yesterday's low. Current high. Breakout. Yesterday's high, so above that is the breakout area. Got that much on a breakout. Easier, obviously, to have played along with the crooks. You can complain all you want, or you can try to understand it as a game of taking profits out of it. And from yesterday's low, the push, remember we said 25 support. You'll be about a 50-point trade away from from that low if we get another 3 points or so. Just a powerful picture of a rabid dog day. And you could care less if this thing took a 20-point plunge. If you've already made your VIG, who cares? And that's the idea of understanding sequence trades and timing, and step by step. Here's our 3. Step by step. Said 72, not ruled out. 2 ticks missing. High of the day still may not be in. But I would think that if you've had a good morning, you want to make sure you get paid. 62 support in the breakout area. Great trade. Anybody got it? Lock it. Go hug the wife and kids and the dog. Hug your neighbor's wife and the neighbor's dog and kids. Celebrate your victories when you your analysis tells you that's where you're going, and your responsibility is try to trade that trade. Don't wait to short 72s. You want to play into your target, because that's where the cash is generated, and then you can do whatever you want up here. Great trade if you got it.